Welcome to another edition of East LA Sports Scene, and here we are now with a very, very, very popular personality in football, you name it, from youth football to the pros. And now, Coach John Robinson, congratulations on your induction to the NC2A College Hall of Fame.
That was a great thing. I just got put in the USC Hall of Fame, which is great too. So those are nice. When it's all over and you look back, it's nice to have somebody say you're okay.
Coach, what brings you here to East LA College, of course, is the bonding, the mentorship, the coaching, the hands-on experience with a person, a coach now, Lynn Kane, one of your own players. And this is why you're here today, to support him.
Yeah, Lynn Kane was a great friend of mine and was a great player for USC and then Atlanta, and then finished his career with me at the Rams. So, Lynn asked me to come by and talk to local high school coaches they're trying to, influence. So it was a privilege for me to do that.
And football, once it's in the blood, it's in the system, it'll never go away. And as you mentioned to the coaches, this is one of the best jobs you could ever have.
Oh yeah, coaching is a great thing. Sometimes in all our lives we get caught up in the minutia of what we do and don't realize just, hey, I'm lucky I'm doing this. So that was kind of the message I had for the coaches. But it's fun to come back and see East LA Junior College improving. I watched them practice today. Okay. They're a lot better than they've been. So they're going to surprise some people.
And Coach Kane's coming in again as a new coach. This is his second year at the helm. And again, the work never gets done because it's recruit, because you're in the community college circuit, and it's very tough to keep good players around for any length of time.
It is, and and junior college is kind of a second chance for kids that don't get recruited. They all have that desire in high school, and if it doesn't happen, it gives them a chance, particularly kids that don't do so well in school. They get a chance now as more mature to begin to think seriously about that. But Lynn has established a really good coaching staff. I mean, he's got 9 coaches, and they all have good resumes, and they had a lot of enthusiasm at practice today.
Coach, Coach Kane mentioned the fact about what he learned through your experience: maximize your potential, and that seems to be the axiom. Even in today's game, compared to earlier on in other eras, this era is no different in terms of the actual player, but the skills, the speed, all those other physical attributes have changed.
Yeah, and it's like a parent. You got to be able to take your child or player and make him realize things he didn't think he could do, and that's really what coaching is. And if you go about that approach, you can do this, you can make this happen. Fabulous things happen.
Coach, now in your present state, you're not officially in the game, but you're still part of the game. I'm sure that when football comes up, your friends and colleagues are still in touch with you.
Yeah, and I'm doing some NFL radio broadcasts, so I'm involved, and my son is coaching, so I stay close.
Great anecdotal story there about you and John Madden as youngsters playing baseball.
Yeah, we grew up together, 3rd grade on, and we're close friends, and to this day.
Coach, let's take a look at Trojan football. I know this always will be with you. You mentioned Coach Carroll and the job he's done at SC. Your input, any take that you have on the Trojan program right now at this point in time?
Well, they're the best. I think if Pete stays another 10 years, he'll go down as one of the great coaches ever. They have an enthusiasm that is really shows through all the time. They recruit well, and they've made the quarterback position kind of that's quarterback you now. I mean, every kid that goes there, if I were a quarterback, I'd sure want to go to SC, So they've just done a magnificent job of what they're doing, and they're going to fight for the national championship every year.
Coach John Robinson, your thoughts on the tenure that Mark Sanchez had, or just a couple of short years of actual experience, and now into the NFL, and is expected to do a lot of things.
Yeah, I think it was disappointing that we didn't get to see him more. It seemed like he was here in a flash and gone. It would have been nice for all of us, but for him. I think he's ready for the NFL, and you look at the tremendous amount of money that is involved. I think everybody wishes him well. He's going to New York, and he's got a chance for a great life.
Well, he certainly has been a big inspiration as you read through the papers and followed his career. A big motivational factor here in East LA, being a Chicano player. Very few that get to that level. You had your opportunity to coach Anthony Munoz, so it's been good for the Latino community here and the Chicano community to see some of the football players who have gone on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, and both Anthony Munoz and Sanchez are two of the best guys. They're great-looking guys, and they're great personalities. They're going to be fun. Sanchez is going to be fun to follow for many years.
Coach, you mentioned briefly the NFL has got you under contract to do some of the radio. Anything on the horizon quickly, because camps are about ready to start, or they have started, and the real deal is just around the corner?
Around the corner, yeah. And I'm a Charger fan. Norv Turner coached for me for a number of years, so you root for your friends, But I think there's the Chargers have a chance, and of course the powers that are there are going to be strong. It would sure be great though to have a team back here in LA, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The word just keeps, the buzz keeps building and building, and we hope for that day where we can see a team that was similar to the Los Angeles Rams here, and all the good things that you did for that team. But Coach, you also mentioned Keyshawn Johnson. Might that interaction or reunification with some of your old players now happen on the professional scene here with the NFL?
Well, Keyshawn's doing a great job for ESPN. He seems to be getting more and more gigs, so I think he's got a career. He was always an extremely confident person. I always said he was going to come back here someday and be the mayor of LA, so it may still happen.
Coach John Robinson, we're going to let you go. You've got to get back down. Is it to Carlsbad or is it to?
Carlsbad.
Carlsbad. Words for some of the local coaches we cover, the Garfield High School and the Roosevelt, and we have Salesian. We have a number of schools here in East LA. Words to the coaches and players.
Well, just, have fun. Football's such a great game. It's such a challenge. You got to give it your all, and if you do, you remember your time. High school football is the best time of your life. I don't care whether you win the Super Bowl or not, you remember your high school career and all the things that happened there. So good luck to everybody. Huh?
Coach John Robinson, our pleasure. Look forward to seeing you again. Okay, thank you very much. Coach Johnny Robinson, the induction to the USC Hall of Fame. And here he is with one of his former players who is a coach in one of the local high schools, I do believe at Rosemead High School. We're going to try and get some words here from Coach Lynn Kane in just a moment. You're watching East LA Sports Scenes on the air. We'll be right back, coming to you from East LA College.